In this video, we're going to talk about client retention, what it is, and why it is super important that you pay a ton of attention and detail into this. So without further ado, let's just dig into it. All right, we're set on my computer. Let's go. So here's what we're going to cover today: client retention, and then a summary. That's it. A very short and to the point video, but that might be like the most important video that you need to keep in mind when you run your agency. So yeah, let's dig into it. Subscribe and follow me on both YouTube and on Instagram for important updates regarding the course. Share the course, spread the word. I need you guys' help. Let's start a revolution and change people's lives together. Warning, this is the most important video in the entire course right now. So watch the entire video, don't skip around, don't fast forward. Pro tip, watch the entire video and watch it in double speed if you want to save yourself some time. So let's discuss client retention. So what it is. So client retention, it refers to the ability of a company to retain its customers over some specific or specified period. High customer retention means customers of the service tend to return to, continue to buy, or in some other way not defect to another service or business. So basically, it talks about like client retention is you onboard a client and then you keep that client for years. And you don't want to churn and burn through clients. You don't want to onboard a client, keep them for the minimum period, and then they leave you because they don't like your service, and then you need to continuously be selling. You're going to have less stress, have more fun, and make more money if you can keep your client for the longer. Because if you have one client that loves your work, they're going to continue to invest even more money with you as well. So it's super important that you over deliver for your clients, generate great results for them, because that way it's going to be easier for you to continue to serve them, so you don't have to make a ton of new sales all the time. So that's always nice. But also, if you have a client that really love your services, they're going to tell you about their experience with other businesses. So you're going to get referral business, and that business is going to spend more money with you because they know that you're producing a great service. Essentially, that's pretty much summarizing this entire video. But there are some other things that I want to mention here as well. So why it's important? It's critical because the cost of acquiring new customers is much higher than retaining existing customers, right? Retained customers are also more likely to engage in word-of-mouth marketing and become a brand ambassadors, which is really the best type of marketing you can have. Like people that love your product and talk about your product or service. That's like the best type of advertising you can have. It's free and people trust the people that tell them because they know them and so forth, right? But also a huge thing here why it's important, as I mentioned, is because if you keep your client for the long term, they're going to continue to invest with you. If you, for example, if you help a client in Central Florida, let's say, you help a local business there and you help them to grow and expand so much, so now they need to open up another office in like Southern Florida or in Northern Florida or whatever it might be. So now they're going to open up a new office there and have a new marketing campaign. Who do you think they're going to hire? Well, obviously you, because you've done it for one area and now they want to expand. So now they want you to handle that area as well, and now we can charge extra for that new area. So, you know, we've had clients that we started with paying us $3,500, and then now we have over 3 campaigns with them and they're paying us over $10,500 per month from one client. Okay, so it's super powerful, and everything goes back to value and how much value you provide for your clients. So how to achieve it? A great first impression, or great first impression, it should really say here, that really goes a long way, okay? Show that you care, show that you pay attention to detail, show that you're a professional, but most importantly, show that you're valuable, okay? That's the only reason they pay you, because you provide value. Results is everything, especially when you run a marketing agency. Invest in anything and everything that benefits your clients. This is exactly why we go all in with High Level in my agency. I've invested with everything with High Level. You know, we have the custom white labeled app, we have the Pro plan, we have the 297 plan, obviously. I invested in their WordPress thing because we thought we were going to utilize that. We haven't utilized that to its full potential, but at least we tested it out. You know, everything that they release, I invest in. And all of the different tracking tools and all of these things, we just invest as much money as we possibly can to be able to provide as good results as we possibly can for our clients. Because I understand that the only way to win in the market is to be the one who provides the most value. That's it. It doesn't matter what business you run. There's no mistake why Amazon, for example, is the biggest e-commerce business in the world right now. They have the biggest, they have the most sellers on the platform selling different products. They have the fastest delivery, and they have, you know, they're shipping worldwide, and you know, they have the biggest client base, and you know, they just have such a huge ecosystem that just the experience of buying something on Amazon is so easy. I can just click a button and I get it home the next day, and I can pretty much find anything on Amazon. They provide the most value out there, and that's why they're one of the best, or one of the biggest, if not the biggest, or one of the biggest companies in the world right now, right? So everything goes back to value. So I want to put this into your head that you don't want to be the person who's like, should I invest in this or not to benefit my clients? Like, even if it's just improving the value a little bit, always invest in it. Because that's how you win. It's always the agencies who don't want to invest. I'm gonna wait, or no, it's gonna cost us more. It's gonna cost us a little bit of margin if we invest in that thing. And they have the wrong mindset because they don't understand that the only way for you to grow and continue to keep your clients as time progresses, because everything evolves, everything is new, and you're getting new competitors all the time. And there's always gonna be somebody out there who's hunting for that new edge, that new angle in the market, right? Offering something that other people are not offering. So you always want to keep this in mind too. As soon as you find something new that can provide value, not only for yourself, but for your clients, invest in it. That's how you win. That's the only way you can win, by providing the most value in the market, okay? So don't be cheap, okay? Some agencies want to invest as little as possible for their clients, deliver the minimum amount of work and value for the most amount of profit possible. They think they will save money and make more money this way. In reality, they will make less money and lose clients to someone providing more value. Most value wins, remember that. Most value wins. On my whiteboard right there, you can see it. I have 3 points. It says focus. Point number 1, client results. Point number 2, generate sales calls. Point number 3, close sales calls. That's my focus. And number 1, it's not generating sales. Number 1 is client results. Priority number 1 is always client results. And how do I get client results? Well, I do my best. I keep an eye on the campaigns. We have the best media buyer. We're always on top of things with our clients. We're always make sure that we respond in time, provide them what they want. But most importantly, we want them to get a lot of leads, high quality leads, and help them to grow their business. And I'm always on the lookout for new services and new platform out there. That's why when I found High Level and I saw like, this is interesting, I started to look more into it. I started to see that very successful agency owners had started to look into it. I was like, hey, we're going to go all in into this. This is everything. And I'm just going all in. And that goes for all other softwares and tools that we use as well. I'm gonna talk some more about the other tracking softwares and so forth later on in this course essentially. But like High Level is everything. And so keep that in mind. Don't be cheap. Invest in things that will benefit your clients. That's how you win, because the only way you can increase your bottom line and make more money for yourself is to increase the bottom line for your clients and make more money for them. And the only way you can help them to make more money is to have a better service. And the only way you can have a better service is to invest in things that can help you to be able to provide a better value and service for them, essentially, right? How this benefits you? Well, clients will stay how this benefits you? How clients will stay longer. Clients will stay longer and they will be loyal to you, right? Simply because they trust that you are sincerely doing everything you can in your power to provide as much value as you possibly can, right? So if you're constantly coming with new ideas, new solutions, bringing new things to the table that provides them with value, they're going to want to continue to work with you, because if they stop working with you, they're going to lose out on that. They're not going to have access to you that are constantly bringing new things. So even if they get pitched a lower price somewhere else, or they, whatever number be another service, it's going to be hard to separate themselves from you because you are such a value provider, right? That's the only way you keep your clients. Provide a ton of value because they don't want to lose you, essentially, right? Also, be on the ball. This is also very important with client retention. So speed is perfection. Time is money. Don't tell your clients that that they are your highest priority. Show them that they are your highest priority, right? Be on the ball, deliver on time or before, deliver value, over deliver, reply on time, hold your word. Simple things, right? And speed is perfection. This is something, having some values like this in your business, it goes a long way. Because a business owner, when they invest money with you, they don't want to be one in the crowd. If they're investing $2,500, $3,500, $4,500 per month, or even more than that, they don't want to send you an email and wait for 4 days until you reply. You don't have to respond to them within 10 minutes, but at least, they want to know that they can get a hold of you, and they want to know that you're doing everything that you can for them all the time, essentially. So be on the ball. Speed is, time is money. All of these things, super important to keep in mind. And this is also a huge thing about client retention, because, it's just, if you get an email from them and you ignore it for 4 days because you're like, I don't want to send this right now, I'm going to do that later. It just creates unnecessary friction. it's like they're gonna wonder why you're not responding to them, and you might ruin all of the good, that great first impression that you had when you did the sales process. You were super on time, on point, you delivered on time, you provided a ton of value, and then over time they start to lose you, and that can be the difference between going with somebody else. And that's just the reality of it, right? And so be reachable. Don't tell them, don't let them wait for days until you reply. This causes unnecessary friction. If a client reaches out to you, all the time, then something is wrong. A happy client is a busy client, and a busy client don't have time for you. So this is very important, right? The best case scenario when you onboard a client and you start to send them leads is that you don't hear from them. And I have clients that I haven't talked to since we onboarded them. Literally, like one email back and forth. Hey, we get this error message in high level. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're gonna fix that. We had to reconnect their Facebook page or whatever. But I have multiple clients that I haven't talked to like since we onboarded them, and it's like years, right? So if a client start to message you all the time and they're bugging you all the time, that means that something is wrong. They're not happy, so give them attention, okay? A happy client is a busy client, and a busy client don't have time for you, right? Because they're busy managing all of the leads and making money and closing the sales, okay? Tools. So Loom, again, Loom is powerful, and I want to mention that here again. It shows that you care. A personalized video is faster, easier, and leaves no room for misunderstandings. So use it. Your client will love you for it. So communication, how you communicate with your clients are super powerful. If you send an email, the problem with just sending an email is that people might have a bad day, so they might read your email and they think that they might think that you have an undertone that is not friendly. If you're going to use a ton of emojis, it's not that professional, right? So if you're sending them air quotations like professional email, they might think that that's a cold email, or they asked for one thing but you didn't respond to that fully. So when you do a Loom video and when you send them a Loom video, first of all, it's much nicer because you can smile, you can greet them, you can use your tonality, you can have some positive energy going into the video. So even if the person has a bad day, they're gonna feel better after they watch you with some high and positive energy, right? Also, it shows that you care. You actually took the time out of your day to send them a custom video. You can also share your screen. You can showcase current things. You can highlight certain things. It's faster for you because you don't have to write out a long email and take a ton of like screenshots in the email. And it's also faster for the person to consume it as well. And it's easier. And it leaves no room for misunderstandings, which is huge. Okay, so use that and your clients will love you for it. And also it saves you time, because sometimes a client might be, hey, can we jump on a call? And you're like, you might have a ton of calls, you're doing a ton of client work or whatever it might be. So you don't, because sometimes a certain client want to jump on a call with you and it's like, yeah, you're like, that you can solve that problem without a call. So then what you can tell the client is that, yes, we can definitely do a call. However, I'm quite busy right now. So could you just explain to me exactly what you want to discuss? And then I will make sure to send a Loom video back to you. I've used that 1,000 times. I just acknowledge that, of course, we can jump a call. I can't do it right now though. So just please explain what it is you want to discuss. And then I will send a video back to you. And then they just explain to me super simple what it is. I send a Loom video back and they're super satisfied and we don't have to jump on a call. So Loom is very powerful. Definitely use it. So that's basically it for this video. It's a very powerful video, but in summary, it's like invest in your clients. That's what it comes down to. Always be on the lookout for new solutions that can benefit your clients. The only way for you to increase your bottom line is to increase the bottom line for your clients, right? Better results for them equals better results for you. Invest as much as you can in client results, both time and money. It will pay off handsomely, okay? And go all in. A lot of agencies half-ass it, okay? By simply going the extra mile, you will stand out. Show your clients that you care and that you're all in. This is how you win. Go all in, this is how you win, okay? Because I promise you, I know this for a fact, that a lot of agencies, they're just half-assing it. Because running an agency, you can half-ass it. You sign up a client, you start the campaigns, you get great results, and then you get comfortable, and then you start to do a bunch of other stuff. But that's not the way you want to run a business. If you want to be the best one in your market, in your niche, this is how you win, by having great communication skills with your clients, showing them that you care, and always be a value provider all the time. So subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on YouTube for important updates regarding the course. Share the course. I need you guys' help to spread the word. And for today's quote, One of the best quotes in this entire course, one of the most important ones at least, is from Jeff Bezos. And he says, the best customer service is if the customer doesn't need to call you, doesn't need to talk to you, it just works, right? And this goes back to what I talked about before. If you onboard a client and it's just silence from them, right? You don't hear from them. In the beginning, I was like, why don't they message me? Or why are they quiet? And I was quite nervous about that. But then I realized over time, and when I read this quote as well the first time, I was like, of course they're quiet because they're getting a ton of leads and they're just busy running their business. So why do they want to talk to me? Right? So the best customer service is if the customer doesn't need to call you, doesn't need to talk to you, it just works. So keep that in mind. And so the more value you can provide for them and the busier you can keep them, the easier time you're going to have, right? So it's actually an egotistical thing. If you can provide more value for them, you're gonna have an easier time, all right? So now we'll actually come to the final video of this module number 4. And we've gone through a ton of things on the sales. I hope you're pumped about it. You have a ton of things to implement. Learn about spin, build your pitch deck, learn about the implication need payoff questions. You can role play with a sales partner. You know how to build the onboarding, the process the payments, sign the contracts. You know exactly how to build a snapshot, sub account for your clients, how to customize it. You know how to practice sales, how to visualize it. You know how to find a sales partner. We've also talked about client retention, what to focus on, that you need to invest in client results. That's everything when you run a marketing agency. So I hope that you found this module number 4 powerful. I hope that you're gonna make a ton of money with it. And now as soon as you start to make money with the information in this course, inspire other people inside the community, right? Post your wins inside of the community because it inspires people like nothing else, and you're gonna get a ton of recognition yourself as well. So it's gonna feel pretty good for you as well. People are gonna like your comment, they're gonna reshare it, they're going to ask you how you did it, they're gonna see you as somebody, they're gonna give you respect because they know that you've gone through everything and actually got results and implemented everything. So for your own sake and for others people's sake, share your wins in the community. It's going to feel good, you're gonna get a lot of recognition, but more importantly, you're going to inspire other people to take action themselves as well. So that's it. I will see you in the next module, in the 10x module, where we're going to make you into a superhuman that is going to run laps around your competition. We're going to optimize yourself and how you run your business, and it's going to be an amazing module. It's my idea that I not only want to help people to become financially independent and make a ton of money, but also to become stronger physically, mentally, and just live a better life overall. All right, so I'll see you in the next module. Hope you're pumped. See you there.